Hello and welcome to our final episode of Olympics Unleashed TV for this year. And what a year it's been. The Paris 2024 Olympic and Paralympic Games saw some incredible sporting action, resulting in our most successful games ever. Our Aussie team made us all so proud. My name is Elise Kellond-Knight and I'm a two-time Olympian in the sport of football. Today, we're coming to you from Adelaide in South Australia. I would like to acknowledge the Kaurna people as the traditional custodians of the land, air and waters here and pay my respects to their elders past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching today and to the 66 known Australian and Torres Strait Islander Olympians. BK is our Australian team mascot and is joining me for all of today's action. All right, BK, are you ready? Let's get started. Matt Glaetzer has spent his life chasing an Olympic cycling dream, a dream which became reality and has seen him attend 4 Olympic Games. He was 4th in the team sprint in London 2012, 4th in both the team and individual sprint in Rio 2016, and 4th again in the team sprint in Tokyo in 2020. Matt thought he would retire after the Tokyo Games, but 3 things kept him going: his wife, his teammates, and the dream of that elusive medal in Paris. Matt, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you explain a little bit about your sport in track cycling and specifically your event?
Absolutely. So track cycling is on an indoor wooden track, and we have an event that I raced in at the Olympics called the Kirin, and we actually had a motorbike that was in front of us and that would speed us up to 50 kilometres an hour. And you're either 1st or 6th in the line. So you need to decide whether you go early, whether you go late. It's all about close quarters racing and trying to get to that finish line as fast as possible.
Sounds really exciting and a lot of tactics involved. Can you talk us through the equipment that you use? I mean, you've got a bike here with us today. Is this the one that you took to Paris?
So this is my training bike, and these handlebars though are the ones that I raced in Paris with, and they still have the chalk on the handlebars to help with my grip at the start line. It's a very unique bike. It also has pretty funky wheels that you can't see through because they're solid discs, and they slice through the air to make sure we are as fast as possible and not letting the wind resistance slow us down.
Sounds amazing. I mean, sounds like an expensive piece of equipment.
It is very expensive, yes.
Matt, I mentioned that you had missed an Olympic medal at 3 previous consecutive games. Can you talk me through the resilience that you had to demonstrate to want to go for that 4th Olympic Games?
There's disappointments in everything that we do, and there's those in sport as well. So I came 4th multiple times, missed out on the medal at the Olympics 3 times. It was disappointing, but I knew that I could achieve it and it was possible. So to not give up, to keep rocking up to training, to keep pursuing that dream and that goal that I'd set for myself was really big for me, and to just have that inner belief that you can achieve something and give it your best shot. Even if you do win the medal or not, I just never gave up. Always showing up, never giving up is a big part of achieving what you want to do in the end.
Yeah, inner belief is so important. I can imagine that you have to train pretty hard in this sport. So should we go and check out what a day in the life of Matt looks like?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Recently, Olympians Renee Taylor and Tom Wickham spent a week in Alice Springs in the Central Desert region of the Northern Territory. This tour saw Aussie Olympians inspiring students to find a passion, set goals, and use resilience to overcome challenges. Remember, it doesn't matter where you live, small town or big city, we can all chase our dreams and pursue what we are passionate about. Let's go see what Renee and Tom got up to.
It was really special for me to present here. Obviously, I'm from Alice Springs, so being able to come back and inspire and share my story about how a little boy from Alice Springs can go on to play in Olympic Games has been really, really special for me. I hope that the community's been able to take something from that, and if anything, I know that I've gained so much from this experience, being able to share it.
The Olympics Unleashed program for me is just finding who you are and allowing people to understand that you don't have to be the same as someone else, you don't have to have the same strengths as someone else, but being able to bring what you bring is important enough, and hopefully that's something that I've shared with them and allowed them to be a little bit weird and a little bit strange at times.
Having role models and Olympians within the community, it shows that we care, it shows that we're in a position and we have a platform to give back to more than just our sport.
Didn't that trip look amazing, BK? And a big hello to everyone watching in the NT. Australia is host to our very own Olympic and Paralympic Games in Brisbane in 2032. Those watching today have a great opportunity to get involved. The Future Green and Gold campaign will be the nation's greatest ever talent search, and with a goal to find hidden sporting talent across the country. From rugby to paracanoe, there are more than 40 sports ready to welcome a new wave of athletes. If you haven't tried a sport before, don't worry, no sporting experience is required to take part. The talent search is designed to help guide you towards a sport you may be best suited to.
We're looking for the next generation of Olympic and Paralympic athletes through the Future Green and Gold programme. So ideally looking for athletes who have the potential to be successful at Brisbane and possibly even LA. We're looking for people who might have the right physical or physiological attributes for a particular sport and may have the potential to be successful at the elite level. Over the next few months, we'll be working with a number of the state institutes and academies, and we'll be running testing sessions in every state.
There's some characteristics in athletes that could suit certain sports. So for beach volleyball is a pretty easy example. If they've got a great vertical jump and they're pretty tall and probably quite lanky at this age, they might have potential to progress in that sport. If they've got some really good lower body power, so again, quite a quick sprint and some good vertical jump power, they might be great on track cycling.
It's something that cycling really relies on quite a lot. We've been hugely successful in the past with our talent search program. Probably 50% of our whole program is talent search. That's how big it is. Quite often we see talent search kids, go from being identified, one day to within 2 years, representing that Junior World Championship. So the opportunities that it opens up is huge. They get to travel the world and do a lot of things that most people dream of.
We're looking for athletes that have strength and endurance, tall athletes, long limbs, prepared to get wet and give it a go. Just in Paris, we had one athlete identified through talent search in the rowing team, and that was her third Olympics, so it can be extremely successful.
Based on their testing results from today, they may be invited to trial in a particular sport, and if they show potential, they'll have the opportunity to go into a talent development program in that particular sport.
We will test you for all sports, and it's highly likely that you will be matched with a sport that you've never even tried or maybe even never even heard of before. So it's worth giving it a go.
In 2013, Sophie Edwards was picked up by the South Australian Sports Institute Talent Identification Program. She recently competed at the Paris 2024 Olympics in the team's pursuit. Sophie, thanks so much for joining us today. Can you tell us how the Talent ID program worked for you?
Yeah, for sure. When I was at school, I went to do testing one day at SASI, did a beep test, some jumping tests. They measured my height, my arm span, and told me that I would be a really good cyclist. Back then, I was a hockey player. I played water polo as well, a bit of soccer, any sport I could get my hands on. So it was a bit weird to come out to the velodrome and try cycling. It's so different to anything else I'd ever done, but I fell in love with the sport pretty quickly.
It's amazing, what a great story. Can you tell us exactly what it is you love about track cycling?
Yeah, look, how I explain track cycling to everyone is that it's the F1 of cycling. We ride inside a track, we have to be super aerodynamic, there's heaps of technology, and at the end of the day, we just go really fast.
It's pretty cool. And I'm sure we have plenty of students watching who are dreaming of representing Australia at Brisbane 2032. So what advice would you want to give them?
Yeah, look, for me, I tried so many different sports before I worked out that cycling was going to be the sport for me. So I encourage all of you to absolutely get in, have a go, try out as many different sports as you can because, you know what, you might fall in love with one of them.
Some great advice from a champion. For more information, visit the Oddsport website and get involved. We've made our way down to the stunning beach volleyball courts at Glenelg Beach. What a spot this is. And even better, this city will come alive with the world's best beach volleyballers when it's the host of the 2025 Beach Volleyball World Championships. The event will feature more than 190 teams from around the globe in the heart of the city. Australia has a strong Olympic history in beach volleyball. Kerry Potthast and Natalie Cook won Australia's first ever Olympic beach volleyball gold medal at Sydney 2000 Olympic Games on our Bondi Beach. And more recently, Taliqua Clancy and Marife Tacho de Salar had a remarkable Tokyo 2020 Olympic campaign, winning a silver medal in Japan. For those of you who would love to have a go at beach volleyball this summer, Tokyo 2020 Olympian Chris McHugh is here to share some tips on the most important skills in the game.
So there are 5 main skills in beach volleyball, and today I'm going to run you through them, each one, so we can understand the sport a little bit better and you can have a go yourself with your family and friends this summer. So let's get into it. Firstly, we have the serve. A serve is used to put the ball into play to start the rally. Secondly, we have the set, which is an overhand action to pass the ball to the hitter so they can spike the ball over the net. Thirdly, we have the spike. A spike is an attacking strategy used to send the ball over the net and into the opponent's court. Fourthly, we have the dig. A dig is the defensive player trying to dig the ball up and stopping the ball that's been spiked from hitting the opposing team's space. Lastly, we have the block. A block is a defensive action using both your hands to put your hands as far over the net as you can and stop the ball from coming over. And there you have it. Hopefully you can have fun this summer with your friends and have a go playing beach volleyball.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Chris. Check out our website for more information on how to have a go at volleyball or any of our favourite Olympic sports.
Today we're going to challenge your volleyball skills with a serving challenge. I'm joined by Ethan and Shelby from Glenelg Primary School and of course BK. Today's challenge is working on our serving and we're going to see how many targets each team can knock over in 30 seconds. You get a point for every cone that you knock down. Shelby and Ethan are going to be on one team and it's going to be challenging me 2 against 1 to see who's going to win this. Ready, set, have a go.
That is all the time we have for today on Olympics Unleashed TV. We hope you enjoyed celebrating the Olympic spirit through 2024. If you would like your school to be featured in an episode of the Olympics Unleashed TV, please send us an email telling us why you think we should visit you guys. Have a safe and enjoyable school holidays, keep active, and we look forward to seeing you again next year on Olympics Unleashed TV.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!